Hey guys, welcome back to Top 1%. I know that you want to build your own home gym. Don't lie. You know you want it, especially at a time like this when everybody's home quarantined and this whole world is going crazy. You can't step outside your home. And even if you're watching this in the future, when everything has settled down and you can still go to the gym, you might want to train at home. There are people like that who don't have the time, who can't afford to go to the gym, or they just prefer training at home. That is still very valid. So keep watching this video. I'll tell you everything you need to know about building your home gym, whether you have low or no budget, or you have medium budget or high budget. So I'll give you options at 3 drastically different price ranges, and this is going to be worth your buck. So watch this video till the end. This is gonna be good.
I am in the top 1%.
Guys, take a quick second to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. That's gonna help my channel grow. And also follow me on Instagram. I'm putting some good quality content out there every single day. So now let's get started with real content. Alright, now let's get started with the first category, which is low or no budget. So hear me out. The best way to train at home with low or no budget is with body weight exercises. Work with me here. Go in front of the mirror. Make sure all the doors and windows are closed. Now take your clothes off. Don't worry, it's just you. Don't be shy. I'm not watching. Seriously though, the human body, it is so beautifully designed. It is biomechanically equipped to move in ways that no other machine could ever move. Alright? There's so many exercises to do with body weight alone that even if you trained your entire lifetime, it is impossible to cover all the variations. And trust me when I say, even if you are an advanced athlete, body weight training can be very, very challenging. So trust me on that, and body weight training is the best option for you if you have low or no budget. And the second option to train with low or no budget is using these. No, they are not rubber snakes. These are resistance bands. Here's one with handles. This is a resistance tube. This is a resistance band with low thickness. This is a resistance band with medium thickness. And this is an extra thick, super fat resistance band. I know what you're thinking. Why the hell does this guy have so many resistance bands? Isn't one enough? That's my point. These things are so amazing. They're so versatile. They can completely replace weights when you're training at home. Of course, training weights has its own benefits. That's the reason I have it in my background. Not real weights. It's just photo. It's a wallpaper. Unfortunately. Yeah, so using resistance band, you can do so many exercise variations. For instance, you can loop a resistance band around the leg of your bed and use that as, a cable point. And you can also loop it around a windowsill or a high point of the windowsill. There's so many options. I even post videos on Instagram regularly showing different exercise variations using the resistance band. I'll cover this topic in detail in the future. That's a topic for another day. But for now, if you're building a home gym with low or no budget, this is a must. It's so inexpensive and it lasts for a long, long time. And the third best option to train at home for low or no budget is to use your surroundings to your advantage. Use everyday home items such as a broomstick, mic stand, a bamboo stick, a carpet, towel, whatever you can find to your advantage. Of course, it's not going to be as good as using real equipments that are designed for that purpose. But when you're staying at home, it's better than nothing. That can really come in handy. I've made videos on Instagram covering different exercises that you can do using everyday home items. And also, I'll link a video in description from AthleanX, which I think is really good. He uses every imaginable home item that there is to do crazy exercises. He uses items that you can find under your bed, in your kitchen, in your bathroom. It's really awesome. Go watch that video, link in description. And the fourth item that you can use for a low or no budget home gym is a jump rope. Even if you don't use any equipments that I say from here on, use just the equipments that I covered till now. That's more than enough to not only stay in shape, build muscle, lose fat, and achieve whatever goals you have in your mind. That's really amazing. That's the beauty of bodyweight training and training using minimalistic equipments. It is possible. And now coming to jump rope, it is amazing. It's great for cardiovascular conditioning, and rather than buying all those shitty, super expensive cardio machines that you find at gym, you don't need to spend tens and thousands of rupees on those equipments. All you need is a jump rope that's so cheap, so affordable, and it lasts for years literally, and it gives you the best bang for your buck. And the next item on the list for no or low budget home gym is using an ab roller. This thing obviously is used for training your abs. Everybody knows that, but apart from that, there's also another creative use to ab rollers. That is, you can loop a resistance band around your ab roller like this, and you can just hang it at some point, and then you can use it as a handle to a cable to do bicep curls, tricep extensions, all sorts of crazy exercises that you could do with a cable and a handle in the gym. Alright, so let me end this list with the last item. I don't want to drag this list too long because of course this is low or no budget. I just wanted to give you more options. So here's the final item. This is the stability ball. It's too big to fit into my frame. However, the cost is not that big. It's really cheap, anybody can afford it, and you can use this to do some abs or core exercises. But apart from that, you can also use it as a bench, like an adjustable bench that you use to do bench press and stuff like that in the gym. You can replace that using this. Of course, this is unstable, that's the reason it's called a stability ball. But being unstable, it also makes it difficult for you to balance on it. So you don't need heavier weights like what you do in the gym when you use an adjustable bench. That's another creative use, keep that in mind. Alright, now let's move on from the low or no budget to the medium budget. Here, there are a few items that you actually do use in the gym that we are going to use at home, but surprisingly enough, they're not as expensive as you once thought they were. So let's get started with this list. To kick off this list, I'd like to include two items, that is the pull-up bar and the dip bar. This might be a little more expensive than what you saw in the previous category, but you should be able to afford this if you put together some money. It's not that expensive, and trust me when I say this, if you find a way to make a pull-up bar and a dip bar a part of your home gym, trust me, you just hit the jackpot, my friend, because as we all know it, the pull-up is the best compound exercise to target your back muscles, and parallel bar dips are amazing to target your chest, triceps and shoulders. There's ways to make this more difficult, such as hanging on a backpack with some weights in it, and you can also hold a dumbbell between your legs, and if you want to make it more easier, you can use some resistance band to carry some of your body weight to make it a little more easier. Trust me, these are two equipments that you want to invest in. And the next item on this list is a pair of dumbbells. Of course, go for a pair of dumbbells that you can handle for most exercises. Don't take something that's too heavy, and also don't take something that's too light. Obviously, the weight that you bench press is not the same that you bicep curl, and the weights that you do for rear delt flies is not the same that you overhead press. That's obvious, but choose weights that are fairly light but also challenging for most exercises. And here's what I have. I have a pair of two 7.5 kg dumbbells that's 16.5 pounds each. This is fairly challenging for me for most exercises, although not for the main compound lifts, but this can come in handy. You can use this in conjunction with your resistance bands for those big compound lifts, and you can use this as a standalone exercise option for the easier exercises. This is definitely amazing. Next up, you can purchase a kettlebell. Of course, start with low weights and then move your way up as you get more comfortable using the kettlebell. And a kettlebell can be used in ways that a dumbbell cannot be used. There's so many ways to use a kettlebell, and it's amazing. I'll make a video to cover kettlebells in detail in the future, but these are amazing. If you don't want dumbbells, you can go for a single kettlebell. And the final item on this list is a puzzle mat. I'm not talking about those kiddo puzzle mats that kids use with alphabets on it and shit like that, but I'm talking about thick puzzle mats that can be used to place your weights on them. I mean, you don't want to drop heavy weights onto your floor. That's going to ruin the floor, right? That's not good for you. So get some puzzle mat, interlock them together, and you can do your lifting on that. That can come in handy, especially as we keep on scaling and buying more and more items to build your home gym. Buying a puzzle mat, it can come in handy. And now it's time to move on to the final category, which is high budget home gym. Here's where it gets interesting, because everything that you could do at the gym, you can do that at the comfort of your home. So let's get started. The first item you need to focus on is to buy a standard Olympic barbell with some plates. Get as many plates as you need to challenge yourself according to your ability level. You can scale on and buy more plates in the future, and also you can add in some smaller barbells and barbells of different sizes later as we move on. And along with the barbell and plates, it goes without saying, you need to invest in a power rack. So get a power rack with pins, not the Smith machine, a power rack with pins and a pull-up bar and dip bar if it's available in it. That would be really amazing because it's all in one. You could do pull-ups, you could do dips, you could do all your heavy barbell compound lifts all in one place. And this is the best investment that you could make, period. It doesn't matter whether you have a low budget gym or a high budget gym. This is the best equipment that anybody could possibly buy. And the next equipment that you can buy is an adjustable bench. The same kinds that you can find at the gym. Obviously the adjustable bench is a little more expensive than your flat bench, but adjustable bench, it gives you much more options. You can do incline, you can do flat, you can do decline. There's many options, and of course that's the best equipment that you can use, especially for pressing movements such as bench press. And finally, to finish the list off, I have a very interesting equipment, and I was mind blown when I actually discovered that this equipment existed. Rather than having an entire pair of dumbbells starting from 5 pounds all the way till 90 pounds, that will be insanely expensive to get an entire rack of dumbbells. I can't even imagine how much it's going to cost. Instead, what you can do is you can get a pair of adjustable dumbbells. This won't even cost half of what an entire rack of dumbbells would cost, but here's the idea. You can just turn the lever on the dumbbell and you can adjust weights. So it's like the dumbbell stays in a single place. You can rotate the lever to adjust the weight to whatever you want, whether it's 5 pounds or 90 pounds. So you can use a single pair of dumbbells with varying weights for whatever you want. Of course, there's a cheaper version of this where you screw in the weights, remove the plates, add it back in. But yeah, this is way better. This is way better. There's no comparison. So these are 3 different home gym options that I have for you. And that's it for today's video, guys. Hope this video could help you in building the gym of your dreams at your home. So if you enjoyed watching this video, hit the thumbs up button, share this video to all your friends who miss going to the gym but still want to stay fit. And lastly, comment down below what kind of content do you want me to cover in the future. And until next time, take care, stay hungry.